Hello? Hello? I think this is working now. Maybe. My computer is not liking me right now. Don't know why. Okay, it looks like we're live. That's annoying. Hope I'm not lagging. Hey, alterations with the jokes. Nope, it's not working. Hooray! I don't know what happened. It looks like OBS freaked out. I don't know. It could have been a networking thing. I changed subnets like 3 times now. Like twice, I guess. Let me, I need to delete. Delete tweet. Delete tweet. Okay. Actually live now. Okay. Hello, everyone. Audio 10 out of 10. I like... Okay, I don't know. I'm over it. Hello. I did it. Okay, good. All right. Hello, everyone. Sorry I'm late. I don't know. Sorry, things are crappy. I'm tired. Yesterday I went to a trampoline park with my son, and I stubbed my toe really bad. I don't think I broke it, but it hurts really bad, and like I can't walk up and down stairs very easily. Hey Belmont. So and then today we went to a science museum, and I went up and down probably like 8 flights of stairs with my stubbed ass toe. So I'm doing well. All right. Let's talk about goodies that I've got before we get into the Consolizer. What do I have for goodies? I've got 2 goodies since last time. The main goodie is actually like it's like a 3/4 of a goodie. This is a laser ass active CLD A100. I say it's 3/4 of a what did I say? I don't even remember what I said. They shipped it terribly, absolutely terrible. Get X-ray. No, I don't think it's broken. Oh, it looks terrible. Well, I can still wiggle it. I'm just gonna send it. I could get an X-ray. It actually is worse now than it was earlier. Well, it's like black. Anyways, okay, so this came from Japan. It was a Japanese seller on normal eBay. It cost $400, and they shipped it like dirt. It was like 1 layer of bubble wrap, one wedge of cardboard around the edge, and then it was inside of a cardboard box. So when it came, you can't really tell now because I did my best to straighten out the top case thing, but there was a dent here. Unfortunately, they broke only feet account. Yeah, no, thank you. They broke this part. Actually, I have pictures. The only part now that's like visibly, well, there's some clips on the inside that got broke as well, so that's unfortunate. The only part that's like visibly broken now, I haven't turned this on yet. There's still this big dent in the corner. I don't really have tools to straighten that metal out. I haven't powered it on yet. I'm gonna do, recap it, and Zaxor has a guide on Console Mods Wiki that is like a step-by-step before you turn it on, like things that you should replace. I'll show you the pictures on Twitter though. I don't know why I bought this thing. One day Zaxor was like, "Hey, this is a good deal for a laser active," and I'm like, if you say so. I don't doubt him. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, those things can go for more money, but now it's kind of worth less because it got smash-lated. So I hope that they can make a deal with me. I mentioned it the day that I got it. I showed the pictures that it was. I'll show you the pictures here. So I don't know. They said that somebody responded to it already and said that that it would they'd forward it to their shipping team. I'm busy on my Twitter here trying to find the pictures again. No, my Twitter. Gosh, can't navigate. It's funny because I started it with saying, you know, the package is going to be good when it has these Japanese stickers on it. Like usually Japanese sellers, they take pretty good, you know, they take pride in like their packaging and things. Usually, I mean, this one was kind of sus, but and it actually Handlebar Gamer said the same thing. So here's the pictures, right? So this is how it looked when I first saw it. It was all out of alignment. The front bezel was kind of out of alignment because there's some clips underneath the metal that keep this bezel on, and unfortunately they kind of broke and it like shifted over a little bit and the metal shifted a bit. So this part here is cracked, which is fine. I think I could just super glue it or whatever. I mean, this is just gonna be for me. It's not really like I'm looking to resell it. It just sucks hard, you know, because I spent $400, so I'm not sure if I should it sounds like they have more of them, this seller. So here's a dent that I already straightened. Here's the corner that got smash-lated. It was way out of alignment. You could see kind of down the front here. It was all cattywampus, so it sucks. And I don't know if there's other things inside of it that are damaged, but I don't know. I'm just gonna have fun trying to restore it and see if I can get it to work, because they didn't confirm that it worked. They confirmed that the tray opens, but I didn't. I'm not gonna turn it on. I'm just gonna service it and send it. So I'm hoping maybe they can give me like some money. It would be nice if like $100. They give me $100 back. I don't know if I should say, oh, I'll return, you know, because eBay would side with me if I wanted to return it, you know, to get all my money back. But it just sucks because I know that I don't know what the seller is gonna do with this thing. You know, that now that's kind of not. The pictures didn't. There was no in the eBay pictures. There was none of those dents. So that happened in shipping. So I don't know. That's that. So that's the first cool thing. The second cool thing is I got my first ever 32X, which I'm gonna pretty much promptly. Well, I'm gonna test that it works. I didn't test it yet, but I'm gonna promptly take the chips out of it to make a Sega Neptune. But it's not really a great condition case or anything, so it's fine. You know, it is what it is. So I'll be testing it. I've never had a 32X before, so that'll be kind of fun. That's the second thing I've got. Okay, so that's pretty much it for old stuff, or you know what I'm trying to say, stuff to show. Yeah, so also I'll kind of pivot into, it'd help if I had my camera on. It seems like every stream I have to unplug and plug the cam link back in. Hello? Cam link? Cam link? That's not good. There we go. Hey! Okay, so I talked with Consoles4You, or they reached out to me actually. They mentioned, okay, so last time, if you were here for the last stream of me, basically, I did a couple things. Last time I desoldered the chips from the GameBoy Advance SP, so I've got the memory is right here. The CPU is here, soldered onto that piece. The other major thing that we did was, unfortunately, Consoles4You sent this to me not flashed. This is the shield part, and there's a little microcontroller here that needs to get flashed. That's for the controller, I believe. And I was having a heck of a time, if you guys saw, getting it to respond, I suppose. Well, not respond. I've tried flashing it a few times, and it kept saying something like some kind of an error. So I wasn't sure if it was working, but then one time it did work. But unfortunately, because it worked one time and then I tried to get it to flash again, but then it failed again and it kept failing again, then Consoles4You was saying that that's probably not a good flash anymore. So what I did off screen, I cleaned this board a little bit. There was a bunch of goop, you know. I did the best I can. I didn't do a perfect job, but because we're gonna get it kind of more fluxy today. I ended up, because before I was using an Adafruit Metro, which is a Arduino Uno clone. I was using that before to do the flashing, which was fine. But the actual code that, well, no, the guide uses one of these. This is a Arduino Nano, which is based off of an Arduino Nano, and an Arduino Nano is actually pin compatible with the Uno. So that's why I thought that the Uno was going to work. So I flashed that AVR dudes, whatever, the thing that we need to talk to AVR dudes onto this thing, and then pretty much reflash it with the same exact settings as last time, and it worked first try, pretty much no problem. So we should be all set now to move forward. The problem, sort of semi-problem, is we have this. Consoles4You asked me to solder on the pin header thing to make a better connection for the programmer, but now I've got to desolder it. But look at these. Look at how big the pins are on these blue pin headers that Arduino sends out. So I've got to desolder that. Maybe these aren't from Arduino. Maybe these are from. Oh, these might actually be from this thing, the Spartan Edge board. So, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and try to desolder this first, and then we can move forward with the guide. So I think we're pretty much ready to go move forward. But I need to cut the pins off of these really long boy header thing. I'm tired. Today was a busy day. I also, if you didn't know, or if you didn't see my tweets, I don't really know why I'm doing this, because I really don't need to, and it's actually kind of a negative thing because I'm spending money where I really shouldn't be spending money. But it's alright, it's fine. I got a new router and an access point for my new internet that I got. So I got 2 gig internet last time, or it's the same price as the 1 gig that I had before. It's from a different ISP. And but the problem is they gave me, I wasn't sure if I had to return the router that my previous ISP gave to me. They gave me these Amazon Eeros, whatever, Eero Pro 6s. And it's a mesh setup, so it's kind of nice. But the new internet that I've got, I'm just heating up my desoldering gun here, the FR301. The new internet ISP, 3-day weekend for you though. Yeah, it is. I don't have work tomorrow. The new internet provider gave me these whack Nokia. I talked about it last time, but this whack router last time that you like can't change the subnet on it, and it's like on a weird subnet that I hate. So I kind of gave up messing with the Nokia, and I kind of did a Google about what the best budget. I'm not really looking to blow my bank account up with this, but I wanted to find a good budget, kind of hobbyist grade router that I could get a separate access point. So you know, hopefully one that didn't have wireless built in. So like a high-end router, I guess. So I know there's a bunch of guides, so like you could build your own. Literally, if you go on Level 1 Techs, I don't know if you guys know Level 1 Techs in Wendell. He has a video where like, oh yeah, let's build this great budget router thing, and he spends like over $600 on this workstation grade motherboard. Alterations, I know. I told on Friday, I ranted to I'm like, I don't know what's beyond first world problem. Like, I know I make these problems up. I bought a laser active. Well, you know, I figured that it's good content, the laser active. So I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Then I spent like $400. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't got this. So don't follow me for financial advice. The YouTube millions, yeah, okay. I will never financially recover. Okay, I think we're good now. I think we've got that thing desoldered. So now we can move forward. Anyway, so I Googled good, like best, but this is usually how I go about buying a new thing, is I type in like the best budget blank, right? So best budget wired router is what I put in. So I've known about this Microtik, I don't know how you pronounce it. I knew about this router. Let's see if I can. So this is a pretty sick router, but I wasn't sure how it would work. Now I think I know it would have been fine, but I wasn't sure if you could just swap out, because when you get fiber internet, you no longer have a modem. It's not called a modem anymore. It's called an ONT, or optical network termination, or terminal or something. But it basically serves the same purpose as a modem in a cable internet setup, right? So it's where the coax, or it's where the fiber kind of transitions to your internet. Well, I guess it's still the WAN connection, but yeah, how that integrates into your private network. So I've known about this Microtik RB500 whatever NUG something. What makes this router sick? It's a couple years old now actually, but what makes this sick? Is there a picture? Okay, so what makes this sick is kind of actually it's less sick than the router I ended up buying. This is kind of why I wound up buying the router that I bought. So it has 7 gig Ethernet ports, so it has like a 7 gig switch kind of built into it, which is a nothing burger. That's kind of normal. I mean, it's kind of nice that it's a router that has 7 gig ports on it, right? So it's not like you need a router and a switch to kind of get a bunch of connections. It has one 2.5 gig copper connection. So I have 2 gig fiber now. So you need something greater than 2 gig to do it. So that's nice. But I have a network switch that is also 2.5 gig. Well, actually you can go up to 10 gig. And I have my NAS is on 2.5 gig. So I do have like a little mini part of my network that is 2.5 gig. So this would have integrated into my other switch. So I could pass, the 2 gig to my other 2.5 gig switch, 2 gig internet to my other switch, whatever, and get that to my NAS. So it has a one 2.5 gig, but then it also has one SFP plus port, which is it's kind of like where you would put the fiber optic transmitter and receiver things. It's like a port. So like it's really not. If you guys don't know anything about networking, it's kind of like you need to put a transmitter into it. You don't just saying, oh, I have an SFP plus port is kind of useless because there's no thing in it. You'd have to also buy. So I'd have to buy this router, and I'd have to buy maybe like a SFP plus to copper, like 10 base T, or no, what is it called? 10 gig T or something. Whatever the 10, you can get a 2.5 gig copper port thing, but that's like those are like $50 or $100 or something. So like, okay, so this is what I was thinking about getting. But then I found I wanted to look into Unify stuff for a bit. So I found that Unify just released a new thing called this Cloud Gateway Max, which it has 5 2.5 gig ports on it, which is kind of sick. I mean, I wish there were 10 gig ports on them, but whatever. But it could do 2.5 gig WAN, which is cool. So that's the internet connection. And then it has 4 other 2.5 gig ports. So that's really cool. So what I ended up doing was buying this and the U7 Pro access point, which is not enough. I probably would want another access point too. It doesn't have to be the U7 Pro one, but I probably would want one upstairs in my room here. But so eventually I'll add a second access point. So this was kind of sick. This is what I ended up buying. It was about the same price as the Microtik switch, so I'm like, or the router. So I'm like, okay, this is fine. And I bought so it's kind of cool. I just like the software so far. I've been like messing around with the Unify software. It's easy to get SFP cheap use. Oh, I'm sure. It was just another expense that I would have had to put on it. I used to be a build your own router guy. Then my wife moved in with me and had had to deal with the issues too. Well, what did you have that was becoming a problem that you didn't have a dedicated box? Take notes here. Lots of small wireless ISPs use them. Yeah, I knew that MikroTik is a really good brand. I know they have they have way higher end stuff too. So that's why I was kind of interested in trying that switch. But now I think it's not outdated, but I think everything's gonna kind of move to 2.5 gig. So it seems sort of silly to like, okay, get the MikroTik switch and then get another 2.5 gig switch also, because now I have 3 or so extra ports. Oh, so anyways, to power, I know this has nothing to do with the thing. To power the U7 Pro, I also had to buy, because this is a PoE only switch, it doesn't have an AC adapter separate. I had to order this PowerTech. No, where the hell is it? There's a little PoE. I think it's called the PoE Plus. Oh, wow, I can spell. PoE Plus, I think it's called. Can I just search or nah? PoE injector. Is that what it's called? Can you just let me search your damn website? If I just type in Unify PoE Plus adapter, it's gonna come up. So I don't understand this thing. It's literally called the PoE Plus, but it doesn't come up with a search. Okay, fine. So it's $50 extra for this PoE injector thing because I don't have a PoE. I do have a PoE switch for my cameras, but they're all 1 gig. So this apparently is not. It has no active components in it other than the PoE injection. So this will work with the U7 Pro. So up to the 2.5 gig port on the U7 Pro. So anyways, all right, enough of that. Let's get to the, I'm done talking about, you guys can ask questions about networking stuff, but I'm gonna go find we're programmed now. We're ready, we're looking to, where do we go? Oh, here we go. Where's the instructions? Here we go, install guide. Did they ever put out the mesh option with U7? The mesh option? As far as I know, they should just mesh with each other. I don't really know if there's a mesh specific thing. Oh, is there like a specific one that has a mesh backbone or something or a wireless backbone? Maybe. I don't need wireless backbone because I have Ethernet kind of not all over my house, but some spots in my house. So, yeah. Okay. Never heard of a decent net engineer? Net eng? What? Oh. MikroTik is for network engineers. Unify is far more user-friendly. Yeah, probably. I have heard okay things about the router OS that's on the MikroTik router, so at a pfSense box. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I for a pfSense box, it kind of seems silly. Well, I know they have like those like applications, those little like boxes you can buy, but they were like just you get like a gig. Like they're not like we're gonna be going. Well, I don't know. Not everyone is obviously gonna be going into multi-gig fiber in the future. But if you have fiber now of any capacity, it's only gonna get faster from here. I don't know why or what we need that for, but yeah. Okay, so it sounds like we have to verify. Oh, did I miss? Okay, I have to. I think I've got to flash the Spartan board now. I probably should have done that first. Okay. All right, let's flash the Spartan board. It didn't come pre-flashed. I actually had that question last time. But let me get everything out here. Where is it? Did I already have it out? Oh, I did kind of have it out. All right, okay. Wireless mesh, okay. I needed to extend out to the deck. Okay, gotcha. What I think is kind of interesting is that Ubiquiti, I don't think there's an easy way to name, well, I guess you could probably create a new network because Ubiquiti is kind of interesting. It lets you like just create SSIDs. Like, oh, I want to create, this wireless name. Like this is the name of my wireless network. But they like by default have all the radios going at the same time, which usually routers have like, oh, the 5 gig is this name and then like the 2.4 gig is another name. I wish that more would kind of have it so that they were both combined, because 2.4 gig or 2.4 gigahertz is like way farther range. Like you're gonna get much farther range out of it. So like, why not? Like, it's fast enough. Anyways, it's, you know, I don't know. What are you gonna be doing on your phone that you're like, oh, I need 1 gig to my phone wherever I am. So okay, all right. I'm gonna shut up again, and I'm gonna work on this. All right. So there's this little wiki guide. Okay, connect via USB-C. That's fine. Okay, so connect it. Shoop. Doodle-doop. Now we got to go to. Oh, it sounds like maybe it is kind of already flashed. Oh, maybe not. Okay, here we go. Okay. Hit connect. Install release build. That thing? Okay, it's called the CP2101 USB to UART bridge. Okay, fine. What the heck? Welcome to Enterprise Wi-Fi. Home crap separates the radios. Proper Wi-Fi uses all. Okay, that makes sense. Because I'm like, that seems stupid. Why would you do that? Like, you're going to have every single one of your guests come and connect to both of your Wi-Fi antenna things? Okay, I think we have to install. Okay, install. Oh, maybe this is really easy. Okay, optionally you can toggle erase device. Okay, I'll just hit next. Go install it. Yes, install. If you get the error message, click back, hold your boot button. Okay, let's see, did it fail? Okay, just installing. So this is pretty easy. I like how there's a website kind of set up already, and that you don't really have to go fumbling through all the installation stuff. You run monowall. What's monowall? All right, while this is working, I'm going to find Consoles4You included an SD card. Oh, it's just a 4 gig one. Should I get a bigger one? Let me get a bigger SD card. Actually, no, the SD card is just for what? Just for the settings or something? So there's an SD card here. I guess I'll just use it, right? Because I don't think it'll need more than... Yeah, I don't really trust the brand name. It's some just no-name brand. Wow, good focusing there, iPhone. Neat. Okay, so I'm gonna plug this in. Let's just check it. Okay, we're at 55%. I'm gonna plug this in and install the viruses onto my computer. No, I'm just kidding. I trust Consoles4You, I guess. We'll have to find out if you put spyware on my computer now. Okay, looks like this is empty. That's fine. Head over to prepare your SD card. Okay, Windows setup. Step 1, create an empty folder on your desktop with the following files. Download the newest release of the SIA firmware from this. Okay. Okay, we need this ESP tool thing. Wait, is this, hold up, is this a different, oh, wait. Okay, never mind. Chrome based. Okay, I think we don't have to do this Windows setup if I did the Chrome install. So after the Chrome install finishes, what do we have to do? Head over to prepare your SD card. Okay. Format it. The best kind of SD card, yes. Wow, I have many SD cards on here. I think it's this one. Yeah, 3 gigabytes, sure. It's already formatted to FAT32. We're gonna trust it. All right, create a config file called wifi.cfg, fine. Okay, sweet. So that's all I've got to do is just create a Wi-Fi config. I'll share with you all my no, I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that. What do they call it? Wi-Fi.config. Wi-Fi.cfg. Sure. Okay, let's on this other screen here. I'm gonna create. All I need to do is just put this SSID. Password. Actually, you know what? I can check my Wi-Fi password. How do I do that? How do I check my... I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to check my SSID. I think I know what it is. I just wanted to double check before I made this. Oh, okay. I figured it out. That's not it. No, you... Okay, I think it's fine. Whatever. Okay. If it doesn't connect, then it's fine. All the IoT stuff I have has had no problem joining my Wi-Fi with a single SSID for both bands. I did eventually create a specific IoT. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that this time. You figured it out? Well, I just, it's right now, unfortunately, I ordered the wrong router. I actually ordered the Gateway Max instead of the Cloud Gateway Max. Now, they're the same price, which is stupid. One should be cheaper than the other, but whatever. The Cloud Gateway Max has like a built-in cloud key, which is like the way that you can figure, or like the way that you can start a unified network. You need to have like, you need to either have a cloud key or something that has the cloud stuff built into it, or you can pay Unify for like their hosted thing, or I guess you could self-host too, but I'm not going to do that. So I actually am going to return the one that I have, and I'm going to swap it over to the Cloud Gateway once I get it. But for now, I have to go onto the Unify website and configure my network that way. So that's what I had to do. Okay, so this is fine, and my Wi-Fi.cfg is in there, so that's good. Now I think we just remove it and put it into the program SIA board. Let's see, actually. Did we finish programming? Oh no, did I delete it? Oh God. I may have deleted I may have deleted the page. Oh God. Did I delete it? I don't know if it finished programming or not. I might have to go back. Is there a way to tell? Gosh darn it, that's annoying. My bad. I should have slowed down and looked at what I was doing. Let's just erase it. I think there's something wrong with this mouse now. You had it on a VM. You can run it in a Docker. Yeah, the problem is I don't want my whole network. It's kind of like having a virtual machine of a router. Like, I mean, I know that's fine, and that's how Wendell does it, but I just... It costs no extra money for the router itself, the UniFi router, to be its own thing. Like, to have its own config. So I'd rather not manage another thing just for that. Okay, so now we gotta wait 2 more minutes. Sorry. We're making progress, though, which is good. I probably could have it on a VM. I also run a well, I don't run a Blue Iris VM. I have it on its own. Maybe I shouldn't say what my security cameras are running, but that's, yeah, whatever. It's running on its own machine. I bought a cheap Dell the Office, whatever the Office ones, those like small form factor, not super small, but it's like one of the bigger ones, but it's not a huge machine. And that runs my Blue Iris setup. Run PFSense in a VM? Yeah, it's probably fine. If you have a newer, well, you know, I appreciate that when Wendell made a video about, you know, making a really good like home lab router by using, I think it was like a 12th gen Intel CPU and a workstation motherboard, and the workstation motherboard paired with ECC memory. So yeah, that's probably like as good as you're gonna get for, well, it's probably as expensive as you're gonna get. You're probably spending like almost $1,500 on a router, which is stupid, but you know, it's kind of cool because then you can add a few NICs in it. So like you can actually customize the heck out of that and not really be limited to, oh, I'm only limited to 2.5 gig now, and I have to wait for the future if they ever have like a 10 gig thing. Just make your Blue Irises working in case your shells fall over. That's not funny. That's not funny. I wouldn't, if that was me, I wouldn't want people doing that to me, so I'm not gonna do it. Okay, that's it, I think, right? I think we're good. Boom. Okay, back to the setup guide. I think we can go to the next page, which is the prepare your SD card. So which we did already. So let me get the SD card. And I think, oh, Jesus. Okay, that's it. Remove the SD card from your computer and put it into the programmed SIA board. Okay. So let's switch to the overhead. Shots fired. That's messed up. That's not funny. Oops, I think I might have put it upside down. Okay, yeah. All right, so I'm sure that we'll probably have to take that out again when we go to like actually put it in the case, because that's usually the case with these GBAHD builds. Yeah, we'll find out. All right, so now we got to put the pin headers onto this. So we need 2. Let's see, what do they provide? Did Consoles4You provide us with what we need? We might have some already from the board. Oh, I also found out that a link port is included. So I don't need to harvest the one from the Game Boy, which is nice. Okay, so those are all female. I think I need... Okay, so I have that one. The SIA board itself came with some. And when I say SIA, I mean, or I guess C or whatever, but it's Spartan Edge Accelerator, which is the name of this FPGA dev board. The heck? No. This is get open. Okay, these are the bits that came with the actual C board. So here's the other one. That's the 10. So that one's gonna go. Let's put this black one here. This one's gonna go there. So we're gonna have to solder these on. Well, actually, look at that. These black ones are like wider apart than the blue ones that came with it. Don't know if that's good or bad, but Okay, so let's see. Oh no, maybe we don't have enough. So that one will go here. This one goes here. Okay, we do. And then this one goes here. Cool. All right, so now I just got to solder all those on. I'm just going to scroll down to see what else we need to do. Oh, wait. Maybe... I'm going to go back to this because I don't know actually... I think it just says to flash the Spartan board, so maybe we'll come back. Actually, let me just look down here. How does it get soldered on here? Okay, see here, the female pin headers. Oh, I see. Wait, never mind. Okay, I see what's happening. He installs the male pin headers onto the okay, so that's what we'll do later. Okay, fine. So we don't do that yet. We want to go back up to here, though, and what does it say? Add a jumper to the Spartan edge and swap the power mode. Okay, let's see what that's about. Okay, so it's already got a jumper. So all I'm going to do, I think, is this. Just move the pin over like that. I guess that's it. Okay, so this is for the man-cloud shield, or sorry, wait, yeah. The instructions I was looking at before are for the man-cloud shield. So now this is the Belmont. Okay, so I think that's all I had to do there. Add a jumper to the Spartan Edge board and swap the power mode. Okay, I think we're good. Remove the power switch from the Spartan Edge board as we will replace it with our overvolt protected version. Oh. Just straight up remove it? That's the power switch here, I'm guessing? There's no pictures of it. Let me see, are there pictures of it? See, look, the pictures here does not have that power pin header or the power switch removed. Okay, so I understand that there's a separate power switch, but the photos don't remove it. But it says to do it, so I guess we'll do that, right? Remove the power switch from the Spartan Edge board as we will replace it with the overvolt protected version. Oh, did I let me see, did I set up the Okay, I think I set it up right. Okay. All right, let's blast off this thing here. I think I just gotta take these. I think I remember doing this with my GBA HD. Word. Ah, top. Huh. I think the pin's up there. Okay, well. Turn on my soldering iron. Some of these pins didn't desolder well. It's all right. Nice. Ouch, hot. Okay, that's it. Now that power switch is bye-bye. Okay, so now we have to... Oh, these instructions are for the older upcycle shield. That's right. Just make this a little bigger. There we go. Okay, so we've done step 2 now. So we removed the stuff, step 1. We did the stuff to the Spartan board, step 2. Now we're on step 3, which I've kind of already started, or already did. But I think that it's worth checking to make sure that none of the pins, I didn't do this offline unfortunately, but let me go get my spiky probe multimeter, and we'll do that now under the scope. Leon doesn't show up in my streams anymore. He shows up once in a while to give me some words of wisdom, and then he leaves forever. All right, now we have to figure out why this mother trucker isn't working. Oh, there we go. Woo! All right, cool. I guess we might as well do the RAM first while we're here, just to make sure we have the bridges. So last time we soldered this on here. So I've got my multimeter, putting it in continuity. I just spiked the heck out of my finger with these spiky probes. Okay, ouch, that hurt. All right, let me just okay. Let's just make sure that we can see. Okay. I think you guys should be able to see, right? Okay. I think we're fine. Ugh, I hate how nasty this looks under the scope. At the same time, we're going to also see, how good our soldering job was. This is probably going to take a while, but it's worth doing. I probably should take my headphones off so that I can hear. Yeah, apparently Leon said that they're fragile. Okay, that sounds good. Ugh, there's a lot of gunk in there. I don't know if that's supposed to be bridged. Okay, we'll come back to that pin. Can someone look at the pinout for the GameBoy Advance memory? Actually, I can just check on the old motherboard too. See if there's a... Oh, I think it might be these pins here. These pads, I mean. Yeah, they're both, it looks like they're both like a ground pad or something. So I'm pretty sure, actually we can verify that, right? That means that any of the ground pads would also beep out to that. Was it this side? I think it was on this side here. Okay, so those two, so let's find a ground. I'm just going to use the ground of the link port here, so I'm going to put one probe into there, and then I'm going to go back to that. Yeah, okay, both of those are connected to ground. I think that's fine. Yeah, especially this matte black. I mean, there are places where you can see the traces up here, but it's definitely not as obvious as on a on here. Look how good that looks. Okay, so that's fine. The memory's good. Let's just get that. I think the memory's good, anyways. Let's put it aside. Now let's do the same annoying thing with the CPU here. Doesn't look the greatest. I didn't really do a super thorough job of cleaning it, but that's fine. I think they're both grounds. It looks like they are on the other board. It was easier to tell on the Game Boy board. All right, let's do the CPU. So there is a note that says 4 pins marked in red on the left side of the schematic. That would be I think that's this side here. It's 4 pins that are connected to each other. So we'll see if they're connected to each other on this board or not. But let's start. I don't know where we start. Just somewhere. Here, I'll start on the side that I think is the pin. Yeah. Oh, this is the worst. Is this so? We have to go over 6. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this the 7th pin? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this, on the schematic, it seems like this pin should be bridged, but it's not. But this one is, that one is. Oh, maybe they labeled the wrong ones. Oh. Maybe these are all grounds or something? Well, that's not immediately. I'm not immediately like, hey, what the heck? So let's just keep going. This might be really dull, I'm sorry. By dull, I mean boring. Well, you know what? I think we might just, instead of doing this, maybe should I just send it? Let's just look at them all. Should be able to look at them okay on the microscope. See if we have any bridges. Oh, it is nasty because I didn't clean very well. Some of these pins don't look like they have great solderage. Like those over here. Let's keep looking and I can come back to that side. Well, I think this side I may want to run over again with some solder. I know I'm trying to move past this part, but I'm not happy with that side. Okay, let me get my Amtech Flex. It's part of the process. Whatever. Just doing what I would do. Oh, I see. Yeah, you're saying because it's dull. Yeah, whatever. I think sometimes I spice it up for no reason, but yeah. You should take your time if this is your build and you don't want to waste money. Actually, I'm gonna clean this off first. That wasn't bad. Okay. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. All right, let's clean that off and see if I got any... No, it's fine. Sometimes I forget what I said too. So I like, I don't know. I find it funny how there's the slang like chat and kids use it. I heard that kids use it like in classrooms. They'll like talk to nobody. Like they'll address the people in their class, but they'll say like, "Chat, can you believe this guy, chat?" Like talking to talking about their teacher. Streaming is strange. It's changed the vernacular. Classic YouTube delay. Yeah, well, it's also classic my brain delay. I can't wait till they have real-time 4K 60 streaming. Just trying to clean all these off a little bit better. Could probably clean the bottom too. Okay. Okay, that looks a little better, I think. Cool. I like YouTube chat. Yeah, I should switch it just to 1080p because then if it was 1080p, then it would be real time. I guess I just liked having it 4K, but I don't know. All right, so that's it. Sounds cringe. Oh, yeah, it does sound cringe. That's also what kids would say. All right, I think we're good with that. Well, I don't know if we're good with that, but the CPU part, but we're gonna head back to this. Anyone actually think top messages is a good option versus live chat? Yeah, I don't know. I actually didn't think about that. Okay, So now I think we can put this in, right? What's it going to say? Well, in the picture, it's not going to have anything. Or here, this is what I'm trying to say. This picture is from the old upcycle board, not the universal upcycle board. So I think we can put our CPU in now. The bottom looks clean-ish. Oh, let's go here. So let's go here. I probably should have done this with the microscope, but that's right. So I'm just going to try to line up these three. And I think someone last time said that Consoles4You said to start at the left side. Like, connected on the left side. Ooh, that's a satisfying click. Cool. Look at that. That looks cool. It's pretty neat, huh? Dang. Yeah, sweet. Okay, cool. All right, moving on. Solder the link port. All right. I have the instructions up on the other screen, so it's fine. So I have the new link port that they include. I think this is new. It doesn't look like it was desoldered at all. I didn't know they made these, or maybe they're new old stock or something. I hate the heart thing. I know, seriously. It blocks the text and I hit it all the time. True. Cool, link port is in. Let's get it soldered in. Switch back to my chisel tip. What's the likelihood that we're going to get this working, this stream chat? It feels so strange talking about chat, especially when I just said that. Kids say it now. Okay, I think that's down all the way. Cool. So now I can solder the rest of it. People trolling with the heart, trolling the heart button. Nice. Yeah, you wouldn't want to give me engagement. Why would you want to give me engagement? Just kidding. Hit the like button. You won't. All right, so there's a link port. Pretty cool. I should do a GameBoy GBA Consolizer, some kind of, what games use the link port? Real-time polls, yeah. I think they'll probably revisit it with an update. Follow this if you have the version 1. Okay, so let's switch back to so we did that. So we just did the step 4. Step 5, solder in both pin headers on the top side. Putting the Arduino on the back side and using it for alignment will avoid later trouble. Remove the Arduino again after soldering the pin headers on the top side. Huh? Do I need an Arduino? Oh, there's no Arduino in the picture. Okay, interesting. Let's scroll back up. Does the original upcycle board or upcycle shield use an Arduino? I guess it does, huh? Interesting. All the parts have been moved onto the board. All the microcontroller parts. So that's cool. We don't have to do this, I think. I wish there was an updated guide for this version. Maybe there is somewhere and I just don't see it. All right, so now I need to do the cartridge port, and the micro switch. So let's do the cartridge port first, which again, Consoles4You gives you. Tetris uses the link port. Neat. Can you do? Maybe you can do. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. Why can't I start the poll? I can't start it. Oh, I guess I see. It won't let me start the poll. I don't understand what's happening here. Oh, I see. I understand now. Got it. I figured it out, chat. There you go. Very relevant. It's just one more stream. Probably at this rate, because I'm just talking my head off this stream. All right, let's switch to the overhead. I like Doritos. Yeah, me too. This is an impartial poll. Somebody's bound to say no. All right, I'm gonna solder this in here. All right, let's get this, try to line this thing up. I guess let's solder one of these pins first, and then we can straighten it out. I think that's good. All right, let's do the one on the other side. Cool. Okay, I guess we should probably drag solder this too, huh? Why not? And the tip. Oh! 88%. Who's the one person that doesn't like Doritos? Get out. Just kidding. I'm curious with you, one person, why don't you like Doritos? And I can understand, you know, healthy conscious people. Well, maybe it's somebody that's like, oh, I like. If you don't like Doritos, but you still eat chips, what chip is better than a Dorito? Or if you Dorito liking people, is there a chip that you like better than Doritos? Probably should turn my air conditioner on for this part. They're overrated. What? Seriously? Well, okay. What flavor? Is there like maybe the haters just don't like the flavor? Like all of them. Any potato chips are better? Okay, well then what Ruffle? You can't just say, well, I guess you could just say Ruffles. Do you just like the plain Ruffles? Or is there like a flavor that you like? That's interesting. I could see, you know, Ruffles are pretty good. Ruffles with dip is like, you know, that's where it's at. Okay. Just looking at it off screen here. I think maybe touch up a spot or two here. Okay, I think we're good. Cool. Let's clean it up a little bit. Plain old Ruffles. Yeah, it's the, they put MSG in Ruffles. It's the salt that does it for me. I just like chips, you know. Most chips I really like. Unless they're like weird flavor, like pickle or something. You want some chips right now? Jalapeno Cheetos. Dang. Sounds good. Sorry if I ruined anyone's diet. Well, I might have to come back another time and like clean the whole board up, but I just did my best to clean it up a little bit. Crisps, get out of here with crisps. Dill pickle is usually my girlfriend likes pickle stuff, but all right, I'm gonna get the switch. Apparently, there's some kind of little micro switch somewhere. Oh, here it is. Excuse me. It says if your switch has no trimmed shield, you can find the guide to trim it here. Trimmed shield. What is a trimmed shield? Do I know if this is trimmed or not? White cheddar is all right, but they're too messy. Oh, cheese puffs, Cheetos. People like the puffy Cheetos versus the puffy. Oh yeah, okay. The what do they call the cheese curls or whatever? Yeah, I mean cheese curls are good, but it's like I don't know. Just remove solder from one side with some wick. Lift the fin of the shield while applying some heat. Careful when soldering that you do not solder the micro 10 chip. Then heat the other side and carefully remove the shield. Cut the shield as seen in the image. I don't know. Do I have a trimmed one? How do I know if I don't? I think the new ones are trimmed. I don't know. How do I know? Oh, I see. Does this actually sense that a cart is plugged in? That's kind of sick. Why does it look like it's backwards though? Like it's not facing the right direction. Well, I guess I'm just going to, I think I'm going to send it, I guess. Because I really don't want to take it apart. Okay, so there's, looks like there's little pegs. Sorry, I can't really get a closer close-up of this right now, but on the bottom of the sheet on the switch, there's these two little pegs. The two little pegs line up with the there's two little pegs on the board. So we're gonna try to get it into those pegs to line it up. Then let's get one of these legs soldered. Oops, and not my knife edge tip. Switch back. Oh, gosh. Okay. Let me get some tweezers. Okay, I think that's fine. Seems like it's in the hole. Now it's just a matter of soldering all these little leggies. I believe we send it here. Chaos demands it. That's true. Extremely true. All right, then like the top and bottom of it, I guess, right here. I don't. Okay. Okay, it looks like the shield is actually super diesel. Okay, fine. Okay, I think that's it. Just look at it. Would you just look at it? All right, I think that's good. Hopefully this doesn't blow up my thing or whatever. All right, next. Step 7, early kits before August. Had these legs pre-trimmed. If the ends of the legs are flat, they've already been trimmed. Okay, so let's get our Super Nintendo port. Oh, they're not trimmed, are they? Oh, are they? I can't tell. They don't look like they've been trimmed. Well, see, I think I'm just gonna solder this port on first. Oh, this way. Oh, I understand. Because the controller port interferes with the cart slot. Okay, well, I guess we'll just, let me see if I have a duller. I'm not gonna use my my Nipex, my Nipex ones here because it's guaranteed gonna make those things. Oh crap! Are my good? My other snips downstairs. All right, hold that thought. I'll be right back. I need to go grab another pair of side cutters that are duller than my good Nipex ones because I don't want to run them. You're back. Yeah, that's an interesting idea. Dremel the tip off, but I don't want to mess with the traces here. I think I'm just gonna send it. Take about 2. I'll try 1. I do have a big bag of Super Nintendo controller pieces, so these can become projectiles. The little, because these are so thick. That these can actually hurt you bad. The little cut off pieces. So let's test it. Is that enough or do I need to go more? Is that too much? Yep, that might have been too much. It should still make a connection. Come on. It should still make a connection with solder, but I think that was a little too much. So I need to take off less. Okay, fine. Gonna break the nippers? Yeah, pretty much. These are the side cutters that I used to use, that they're too dull, probably from doing this garbage. Okay, let's test this actually before we move on. Yeah, that's probably fine. That's also probably, I could probably go a little less than that. Yeah, I can go even less than that. Ah! Just hurt myself. I'm just gonna launch these metal bits all over my room. You know what? I'm gonna do this over the garbage because I'm smart. Hey. Okay. Make sure they all line up. Cool. Okay, cool. Now I gotta... Solder has to be applied from the bottom side. Huh? Like this side is the bottom side? Don't understand. It cut my hand and broke a pair of those cheap 3D printer nippers. Yeah, the blue ones. Dang. Yeah, these are brutal. I don't know why they're so spiky. If I plug the controller in, okay, yeah, so it doesn't like mangle that stuff. Okay, that's a good idea. I don't have a controller handy, but I do. Oh, I do. Move over, stupid Connect. Okay, cool. Solder it from the controller port side? This side, really? All right, I guess. All right, so this is kind of precarious because you could easily solder the port on crooked, I guess, like not straight. So I'm gonna put a little bit of solder on one of these and then try to get it as straight as I can. So like this, I guess, people are saying. Yeah. Let me just check. Oh yeah, okay, we're getting some solder in there. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to solder here before I move on. The ground points of the cartridge slot. Let's do that while we're here. Okay. All right, so now let's check our straightness, I suppose. I think they're not, it's not quite It's not awful. Be careful not to put your finger. I'm holding it from the bottom side, but be careful not to put your finger over the part that you just soldered. Okay. I think we're good. So I'm kind of holding it flat. So that should be all right. All right, let's get the other side. May have to up the temp. Yeah, like I got my fancy 200 watt iron here. Not necessarily fancy, but the clone JVC Aisin T3A. I'm already on 380. I forgot to turn it down from earlier, so, or from last stream, I mean. Okay. All right, let's check. This side looks fine. This side, I mean, I think the goal is for it to not be super duper high up, which is fine, right? I'm gonna put a little more on this one here. Okay, let's check. Why do you have a bunch of perfect circle burn marks on your fingers? Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, I've burned my fingers a bunch. Yeah. That's yeah, you really don't want to burn it here because those are pretty big pads. Cool. All right. I mean, they're not perfect. Obviously, we soldered it from the bottom, but there's pretty good. And I'm just worried about, like, you know, beefing up those pins that I think like one or two of them are a little too short, but most of them I think are good. All right, cool. Plus, because the controller was plugged in, the pins in here are straight. That's another reason that you plug a controller in, so that you know, so these don't get crookified. Cool. All right, I don't think we need to do anything about the Arduino. That's the next step on the old thing here. Do we need to solder this thing? Solder the pin headers from the power switch. So there is a power switch, which is where? Where's my cap? Okay. The switch, oh, here it is. Power switch is in the same bag that the interposers for the CPU came in. Okay. So that's what this is. There must be a looks like there's some kind of a power switch also. A separate thing. So here's the board itself, but I got to find the actual power supply button. Or is it a push button on this version? Is it a push button on this version? Huh. It might actually be a power button or push button on this version. Okay, so it isn't. Excuse me, jeez. I might have to look up the. I think that's correct, right? So this wire in here and this push button is for the power. I believe it's not. Well, there is a reset button, but I don't see reset. Let me just check the box. Maybe there is a switch in there. I don't see it. I don't know. You use the button on your Oh yeah, this is the same button that I used on my my first GBA HD. So I'm pretty sure it's the same kind of button. If it latches, it doesn't latch. Oh, it does latch. Look at that. It didn't. Yep, it's latching. Okay, interesting. It looks like the reset button on my on my GBA HD. The latching kind actually has a power logo in it. So that's why I was kind of confused. But if you look at the reset button, the reset is a momentary switch, and it looks just like this. So this one is latching though, so this is our power button. Cool. Guess there's no reset on this kit. That's fine. Cool, all right, so that is good to know. So I guess we'll have to just get the pin headers on for this thing and figure out which side it has to get soldered onto. I'm gonna guess the bottom, right? Let's see, are there photos? Oops, sorry, I'm not showing you what I'm looking at. Let's see if we can find some photos. Consoles4You. Okay, here. Oh, that makes it even more confusing. Look at the, oh no, this is the older one. Gotta look for the Universal Upcycle. Here it is. Okay, yeah, okay, there isn't a switch, so that's good. But there's no photos that really help me understand which, does that go on the underside, I'm gonna guess? So I have the case. Is the case really gonna help us? Let's see. Let me take the bottom off the case. I'm gonna try to put the oh, actually, I should just see if there's pin headers or if there's any silk screen here. Oh, there is. Look at that. J4. All I see is this. That matches this though, right? So it should be like, I'm gonna guess it gets soldered on like that. But let's see if I can find how that actually happens here. Oh no, it's upside down. Whoops. That's funny. My bad, it's upside down. Okay. Fits in pretty snug, which is good. Hopefully I can get this back out again. Well, still can't really tell. I mean, I guess it can't go any other way, right? I mean, I guess it could go this way, or this way. Let me see, maybe I was looking at the wrong installation instructions. Maybe there are updated ones here. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was looking at the wrong ones. Okay, this should help, right? Let's see, scroll down. Okay, so we got the link port. Oh, sorry, I was looking at the wrong, there we go. Okay, I was looking at the wrong instructions. So, link port, got it. Cartridge, port, and micro switch. Make sure to align both parts before soldering them. After soldering both, make sure that the switch can easily be triggered. If not, you can relieve some tension by applying some heat to the shield near the small chip. Okay, so let's take this out because I was following the wrong instructions. Let's get this board out. Okay. Let's see, is my micro switch, can I plug a cartridge easily into this? Oh yeah, look at that. Wait, so what's the micro switch for then? Huh. It doesn't rub on this. Oh, maybe it detects. This is a Game Boy Advance game. Does the Game Boy not have the little ridges or something? Okay, I don't know. Let's move on. Okay, switches, got it. Install the carrier board, got it. Make sure it's plugged in all 3 connectors, got it. Okay, trim. Good thing that we still have to trim the thing here. Okay, here we go. Solder the. Fine. Okay, here's where we're supposed to be. So take this. We gotta put. Let me get a 4 thing here. Make sure to use the short ones. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's go back to the overhead. Sorry, momentary lapse of judgment, I guess. Okay, cool. So this goes like this. This is also, there are 2 short pin headers here. There's 2 4-pin headers in the thing. See how this one is a 4-2, but one is longer than the other one, so we want the short one. So get this one out of here. Okay, so now this goes here. Okay, again, you gotta be really careful. Don't put your finger on the one that you're soldering. Okay, that's good-ish, I guess. We solder the other ones. Dang. Ah! I accidentally pushed one of the pins down a little bit. Okay. Whew. All right, I think I salvaged it. Jeez. Fine. Gonna stop messing with that. Okay. So pin header is kind of soldered onto the thing. Kind of half-assed that one, but that's all right. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Afterwards, connect the female 4-pin header on top. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. So that was, okay. Got it. I understand some things now. So this goes on top like that. That's the female pin header. Got it. Okay, so now we need to solder the long version. Oh, I guess we're gonna put it right onto the board. Like so. And then this is gonna go here. Now everything makes sense. That makes sense why Consoles4You said that I wouldn't be able to flash it after I assembled it, because look, this gets in the way of the pin header to flash it. It's not impossible. I guess you could do it from the other side here, but yeah. Okay, cool. So we should be able to do this. Only solder 1 pin for now. Okay. Push the power completely down on the pins and make sure the power PCB floats in an even distance from the main PCB. Okay, that makes sense. Yep, because it's got the other... Okay, got it. Only solder 1 pin. Okay, so let's solder this first pin. Okay. And then it says to make sure that it's kind of floating. Oh gosh, that was bad. Okay, you know what? That's fine. It's floating, sure. It's pretty level, so it is what it is. Okay, fine. Solder the rest of the headers. Huh? Solder the rest of the headers. Okay, I see. On this side then, the bottom side. Oh, interesting. Got it. I understand now. Okay. So yes. Let's go back to the overhead. $90 these. Well, all three of them. Okay, so now these are going up here. This one, let's just do one at a time. You know what I could use now, actually? I can go a little later tonight. So we can kind of finish up this part, at least. Don't know if we're going to be able to put it all together tonight, but... Oops, sorry, I got too much crap in the way. Okay. All right, I can make use of my flippy mobobber here. Okay, so we need these pin headers soldered. Let's do this one over here. Oops. Makes it easier to solder underneath the board if I have this thing. Make sure that it's level and flat. I keep not waiting for it to cool. If you don't wait for the solder to cool, you could pretty easily kind of make it out of whack, not line up. Okay, so let's do this other one. Okay. All right, so I'll bust out the knife edge tip and finish those, but let's finish this one here. Okay, that's pretty straight. All right, getting the knife edge tip so I can drag solder. I think we're probably fine-ish with this grippy thing now. So that I can drag solder these. That thing might come back in a minute. So I'm just gonna solder the opposite end first of all three of them, just to and then make sure that they're still straight. Yeah, that looks good. Then we can go ahead. Drag solder. Okay, one. Let's do this one. 2. Alrighty. Nice. Pretty good. Still pretty straight-ish. Yeah, more or less. Okay. Alright, now I gotta put the pin headers on. The female ones. So let's put this one. This black one can go over here. This one here. Ouch. Okay. Okay, then we put the power one back. This is why it only said to do one right now, because you're basically going to solder the C board over here. Okay, so now we need the Spartan board. Here it is. I'm going to take the SD card out. Don't let me forget to put it back in. Okay, so now we have to solder all of these pins. So let's go back to the overhead. So the C board, the Spartan Edge board, goes like this. So upside down, kind of like all the bits are kind of underneath here. Like the top of the Spartan board is face down. And you can kind of line up everything over here. Then also line up everything starting from the first. There we go. First hole down here. I hope that makes sense. All right, let's get the solder the power pin, I guess, first. Solder power pin. Then we can go to the other side. Make sure everything is kind of flat. Solder one of these. Before I move on, I just want to make sure that everything appears kind of flat. This is kind of a cool design. I sort of like it. Okay. I think everything is all right. Let's solder the opposite side down here. Oh, wait. Okay, no, we're good. Never mind. Cool. All right, now we should be able to... Did I set the jumpers? I set the jumper. It's not too late to take the board out, the Spartan board out. So once I solder the headers, I can take it out and confirm. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Too much solder on this. That's all right. Too much. It doesn't really look straight, does it? I guess it's kind of off by just a tiny bit. Okay, last thing. Okay, cool. Ah! Okay, so, well, actually, you know what? Let me do the, ooh, this thing is hot. This part up here was really hot. Okay, let me solder the rest of these first, and then I'll show you what I was talking about. Okay, I'm gonna guess you can also solder the bottom of this too. Down here. And then I'll show you what I was talking about. Cool. Okay, so, oh, that's hot. I touched the part that was just hot. Okay. I think I should just be able to pull this off. Yeah. So I think all I had to do was this jumper here. Was there something I had to do with that? Let me scroll up here. I think that's it for the oh, actually, it's not completely done, but I can turn my air conditioner back on. Add the jumper and swap the power mode. I'll just double check this again. I don't think I have to do anything else. Excuse me. Oh, solder a jumper on the underside of the SIA board to provide 3.3. So maybe you're right. Maybe I did have to do this. The shield uses these pins for 3 volt and 5 volt. Okay, good catch. I think I have to do that. Okay, got it. So where is that located? On the bottom? Let's see if I can bridge this without needing a piece of something. So there's 2 little solder blobs there. See if I can. Nope, there's no way in heck I'm gonna do that without a thing. Okay, I need a thing. Thankfully, I have these other little things I just cut earlier. Let's see, can I cut one of these in half maybe? Did I just lose a piece? I might have just lost a little guy. Dang. think I lost something that was on this board. A little cap. Damn it. That just happened. I wonder if I can find the piece. Here, let me get the microscope out and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Maybe it's in the solder that I... That's annoying. Okay, here, let me bust out the... Just looking around my table to see if I can find that component before I start moving things around. No, I don't see it. Gosh, that's really annoying. All right, well, let's see. I actually do have another one of these boards. So worst case scenario, I'll steal that one. Steal the part off of that one, I mean. So I didn't quite get to the point here. Let me, there's a part right here that I just lost. It could be in the iron, or I just got a solder ball. Whatever, you know what I mean? It's so tiny that it might actually be still in there. I don't know, I don't see it. That's super annoying. Just trying to look at it and see maybe if I lost the part somewhere else. It's still on the board maybe. I lost this alteracious. You can't really see it on the board very well. There was a part right here. All right, I'll check the other board and see if it's got it on it. That's a good idea. Yeah, it does. Here's the one I have from Postman. Here's that little guy there. All right, so operation. I'm just gonna have to remember that I did this. Let's see. Is there any way to tell what this is? It's not there. I'll show you in a second. Let me get the. I need to get my chisel tip. Let's extract this one first, and then I'll talk about. I'll have to make a note. I'll have to put a sticker or something on. I don't even know what component this is. I wonder if there's a diagram or something somewhere. Okay, let's see. What do I need to do? Okay. Okay, let me take the rest of the solder off my iron. I need to clean out this thing in my... Okay. It's still there. I moved it horizontal instead of vertical? Here, I'm gonna clean it off first. It's... Oh, hey, you're right. Okay, wait a minute. You're actually right. Look at that. That's funny. I bridged it to the thing that I was just working on. Okay, let me just clean it off. Wow, that's crazy. Good eyes, guys. Let's see, where is it? Up here. It's there. All right, let's take off the You know what? I've got a. Okay, wait. Let's do this first. Okay. All right, so let's do this. Okay, then we do this. Ah, good eyes, guys. That's crazy. Keep losing my where the hell I am. Okay. It's fine, not perfect, but it's on there. Phew. Okay, good. All right, now I got to bridge those pins again. So I've got my little thing. I'm gonna actually put some solder on this. I've got a little like piece of pin header. I'm tinning it right now. Okay, that's tinned. Let's put some. Where is it? Over here. No, what the heck? Here it is. Okay. Actually, you know what? I should take some solder off of that. All right, let's do this the right way. Where is my solder braid? Hello, solder braid. Oh, here it is. All right, so that's gone. Okay. On the side. Ah! Cut a piece of solder off at my, that's funny. Okay, I'm gonna stop playing with that before I make it worse. Okay, good. Sweet. Whenever I have to solder near a resistor, I like to just play it safe and put. Yeah, that's probably a good idea, especially here. I think that would have been a good call. All right, let's just clean this up a little bit. So all I really had to do was put that bridge, put that little piece on that thing. But yeah, all right, cool. Pretty good. Nice. Okay, again, I probably should do a better job cleaning that. Actually, there's a piece of flux. That's annoying. Cool. Yep, looks good. No longer a fan of this PCB color? Yeah, pretty much. The boy's got eyes like a hawk. Yep. The other board is gross. Read chat. Oh, okay, got it. Sorry. I should have read it earlier. All right, thanks everybody who was doing what I wasn't reading. Cool. All right, let's put things back together. I'm gonna turn my light on. So I think that was all I had to do, right? The pin header, or yeah, sorry, the jumper. So we just had to move the jumper over from the stock, wherever it was stock, over a little bit. And then you have to bridge that little thing that I just did. So now I can put this whole thing back. It looks like this PCB is like bent a little bit, doesn't it? I think it actually might be. That's what happens when you have, that's the power of when you have a bunch of these pin headers together, and they, if you misalign them just a little bit, things can get kind of cattywampus. Okay, now back to, let's see how much if we can go a little bit further, because I do have to take my dog out. Is this the right one? Upcycle shield. I think this is the right one. Okay. Oh, no, it's not. Ugh. Yeah, this is the wrong page. Okay. Is this also the wrong page? Gosh. Okay, this is the right one. Cool, this is where we left off. All right, so we got that in there. The electrical assembly is now mostly finished. You now want to test the whole functionality before continuing with assembly. Start by testing to see if there's a short between ground, 3 volt, or 5 volt. If not, boot up the Game Boy Advance with no game and check what you get from the mini HDMI port. You want to see the normal Game Boy Advance boot screen. How are you gonna boot it without the button? Got to start at the button too. I think there's a missing step here. I don't think. Oh, okay. I guess you can boot it up. Maybe it automatically starts if there's no switch or something. Okay, so let's at least do that. I can at least plug it in and I'll see what we get out of the HDMI. So, but before I do that, I have to check for shorts. So back to the multimeter. Find, what am I looking for? This part here on the top board. Or the top of the board, sorry. So the leftmost pin is 3 volts. The second one over is 5 volts. Is this the right? This is what I'm looking at. Yeah, okay. All right, so I got to make sure there's no bridges here. Probably should be in. Okay. Okay, so from 3 volts to 5 volts. Nope. 5 volts to ground. Nope. Ground to 3 volts. Nope. How about ground to ground? Can't hear. Okay, so sorry, I was off screen. Okay, so those beep out, which is good. Those are the 2 ground ones, the far right. But none of the other ones. Okay, I think there's just goop on my... I gotta clean these things off, but I think that's fine. So now I guess the moment of truth is we should test, I guess. I don't know what happens when... so what does it see? Oh, no game? Okay, boot it up with no game. So we need I need a mini HDMI here and that thing. All right, so I'm gonna plug this in to a. Oh no! Did I bring my other power supply downstairs? Yeah, I might have. Okay, fine. Plugging it in to a thing. Sorry, USB. Plugging the USB in. I'm not plugging it into here yet, but now I need the mini HDMI cord, which actually Consoles4You gives you. Okay, for the sake of compatibility, I'm just going to plug it first directly into the capture card, just to see what happens. I'm not going to plug it into the tank, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm just going to plug it into my top power supply or capture card. Okay, so that's capture 1. So now if I go to capture 1. I guess I should just plug it in, right? It didn't mention anything about needing the button yet. If this works, turn the unit off and turn it on while you trigger the micro switch. If you got a Game Boy boot screen, you're ready to continue. Oh, wow, it's like dual boots a Game Boy and the Game Boy Advance. That's kind of neat. All right, let's try it. How do we start it? Is there a way to start it? Okay, well that didn't power on. Oh, is it? Oh, dang, you know what? This guide doesn't mention, does this guide mention removing the power switch from the SIA board? It doesn't. Damn it. Does that mean I have to solder the switch back on? That's the switch that I removed earlier because I was following the wrong guide. Okay, I need to solder the switch back on. Damn it. All right, sorry, I'm just trying to get this thing. That's funny. I was following the wrong guide earlier, so I desoldered this switch, but I kept it. Okay. Probably should just unplug everything. Gosh, this Sucksville. There it is. Whatever, this is not soldering well for some reason. Maybe I've got too much solder on it or something. It's fine. Everything's fine. That's like garbage, but it's fine. That's all trash. What the hell? I don't know. I give up. Maybe because my air conditioner's on. Okay, so let's try that again. Let's plug in the HDMI. I don't know which way this switch is supposed to be switched. 5 volts USB. Okay, whatever. All right, here we go. Capture 1. Oh, it's on. Hey! Nice! Woo! That's the Game Boy, though. Is that bad? Let's try that again. I get a Game Boy logo. Okay. Sweet. Maybe is there something wrong with the micro switch now? All right, let me go down to that section at the bottom. You want to see a normal Game Boy Advance screen, so I don't... So let me see. Let me see what happens when I trigger the micro switch. And plug it in. Oh, so that was fine then, right? Because that's the Game Boy screen. So that was the Game Boy Advance screen. Okay, good. Okay, so now I need to boot a game, right? So I put my EverDrive in there first. Let me get a controller. Get my Apido controller or wireless controller. All right, let's plug it in, see if it works. It just said Game Boy, so I'm like, huh. Hey, that's snazzy. All right, let's try it. Here we go. Wait, there's an OSD. You can enter the OSD with a combination of up, R, L, and select. Hey, look at that. Pixel grid off. Method add, smoothing off. Color normal. Frame rate 60. Pad disp. Sick. Sick. All right, let's see if the game works. Ding. Nice. Oh, I guess I was playing Golden Sun last. Sweet. Okay, cool. Pixel grid looks awesome. All right, let's try it. Up, right, left, select. How do I select it? Oh, dark, bright. Sure. Start, save. Oops. Nice. Wow, the pixel grid does look cool. Dang. Yeah, this is not upscaled either. Or what is it output? 1080? What happens if we put it through the now that we know that works, let's try to put it through the well, should we try a Game Boy game first? Let's try Game Boy while we're here. I got my Game Boy EverDrive somewheres. Oh, maybe it's in my pocket color. Yeah, it's in my pocket color. All right, let's try Game Boy EverDrive. I think it's 720p. Battery has run dry. Dang, what? Huh. This is not through the tank yet. Oh, I guess I was playing. Oh, Zelda. Yeah, nice. Cool, so it works. Oh no, is the game reset because of the RGC's dead? Okay, whatever, fine. Let's put it through the tank and then I'll sign off. Alright, so now I'm going to take the cable. I guess I do it through the morph too. Let's just do it through the morph. Why not? Let's see, is this the input one? No, that's the output. Input. Okay. Where does that go? I don't know where my cable is going to here. Excuse me, dang. That came out of nowhere. Hold on, technical difficulties. Unplugging things. I had the morph unplugged because okay, cool. All right, so let's turn it on. Hey. Let's try a Game Boy game, a Game Boy Advance game, I mean. We'll try out the pixel grid. Rip save data, yeah, pretty much. Dang, that means I've had that. I haven't really had this EverDrive for that long. Is that nuke all the save data, really? Battery life of an Ishida. Oh, that's sad. Let's turn off this pixel grid. Okay. Oops, I don't know what I loaded. Oh, it's Golden Sun again. Why are we getting two? Oh, I know why. Because I'm listening to the audio. Okay, so this is Golden Sun, or obviously this is freaking Golden Sun. Jesus, what the hell? Here's what we could do. Let's pick a different game that has more color. How about Donkey Kong? I know that has really garish, really bright colors. Hello? Oh. Controller desynced for some reason. Wireless controller. There we go. Alright. Pitfall. Metroid. Zero Mission. Pokemon Emerald. Castlevania. Aria of Sorrow. How about Pitfall? Sure. And then what we could do with the morph is I can do this. The hell? Oh, here we go. How do I... There we go. Oh! Yeah, that's fullest screen, right? Yeah, there we go. Dang. Pokemon Emerald looks nice. Oh, next time. We'll still have to put it together. Dang, this is crispy. Oh, dang. Oh, I can't see through all my stuff here. My camera and everything. Snake. Hey, don't spit at me. Ah! I don't know what the controls are. What are the controls? Okay, there. I don't think I have a game save in Emerald. That's why I didn't want to start a new game. All right, well, that's a win. Dang. Pretty sweet. All right, so unfortunately, that means one more stream. One more stream for us to finish this, to put this back together, because we still have to put it in the case, solder the switch. Well, I don't know. Should I do one more stream, or should I just do it offline and just report back on Twitter? Yeah, thanks for helping me, guys, with the finding that piece that was hiding in plain sight. It's always nice to not lose things. Let me turn off the TV. So yeah, what's happening next? I don't know what's happening next. I guess I don't really know if I want to make... So I've started working on the Xbox video. I can turn some music on for a minute. Oh, my dog's probably like, I gotta pee really bad. I have started the Xbox video. I tested this thing. I started testing this, the OGX Mini, because this is going to be part of the roundup, this is like the smaller brother of the OGX 360. So I made a video about this, but this is like the smaller cousin of it. So I was going to make a video, or one of the things in my video was going to be about this, because this is actually cheaper just to buy this than it is to build one of these. However, there's a problem, and I do have to update the firmware to see if it fixes it, but, excuse me, I just have like gas, what the heck. For some reason, my 8-bit DOE adapter, so this is what I was using to use my Xbox controller, so I tested this yesterday. So using Bluetooth from the Xbox controller with the 8-bit DOE USB adapter, it syncs and it works fine the first time, but then when you turn the console back off and you turn it back on again, it doesn't repair, whereas it does repair with the OGX 360. And I actually, I reached out to Modsville, because Modsville has a version of this OGX Mini that is actually even more compact than this one is. It actually basically takes this, but it gives it a USB end, or an end that plugs right into the Xbox, so you really need an even smaller. It kind of looks like this. Like when it's done, it's just like a little tiny thing. So I bought one of those because he tested it and it works on his end. So maybe there's a firmware issue. I don't really know. So I'm going to try that before I continue the video. I did film the intro and stuff, so I don't know. That's kind of in flight. I'm sort of like trying to get my feet wet again, making actual YouTube videos, because that's sort of difficult. Not difficult, but it's just getting back into it, I guess. So next could possibly be the SYF build. So I have a whole bunch of new SYF Game Gear parts. Got the new the motherboard, the Ben IPS screen, so that's kind of like a consoleized Game Gear because it does have HDMI out. So yeah. Oh no, someone's calling me. It's making my phone vibrate. Call me back. Jeez. My girlfriend's calling. Okay. All right, I gotta go, but I think next time is gonna be the SYF build. The start of the SYF build, so we'll see. All right, thanks everybody for stopping by. We'll see you on Wednesday for that. Everybody have a good Labor Day if you celebrate tomorrow, or whatever you're doing tomorrow, or not. Just have a good day tomorrow. So, bye.